Live from Studio 5, this is NBC 5 News Today.
In the wake of the recent violence that has hit the city, some students wanted to offer up a peaceful solution to youth violence. While many stayed home this holiday, some concerned CPS students were hard at work staging an anti-violence rally. NBC 5's Natalie Martinez joins us now live with the story. Natalie?
Good evening, Allison. You know, they just had a moment of silence here. They just had a rally here, too. I want to step aside and show you some of the faces of these kids who just had a very busy and productive day. These students are part of the buildOn program, which encourages kids to better their communities through positive and nonviolent action, helping the homeless, the disabled, the elderly, even other kids. The day started with more than 250 CPS students fueling up on pizza at the Humboldt Park Boathouse. Students like Sam and Erica from 26 different schools, volunteering their day off from classes to serve Chicago citywide. Many have volunteered with the buildOn program several times already.
They do a lot of service, and we take them to places like Nicaragua, to Malawi, Southern Africa, to Mali and West Africa, and they work side by side with locals to build schools.
It made me a more humble person. And I think that experience will humble anybody, even the most confident or cocky person. And it just made me appreciate my books.
A lot of children here don't appreciate that, and over there they want to, and they want to, but they can't because there's not enough fundings.
They start appreciating some of the things that we take for granted all the time.
It's time to get to work.
Today, Sam ended up at the Mac factory where students assembled food packages with Catholic Charities workers to deliver to the elderly.
At all the projects, we have to work as a team to get our job done, and that's what we learn in our in-school programs, our out-of-school programs also.
These weren't the only kids rallying against violence today. At Bronzeville's Harold Washington Cultural Center, they're calling for an end to violence that's recently killed Fenger High School student Darion Albert.
Many of those children had to go from this area all the way out to Fenger because they were displaced when their homes were torn down and because when their schools were closed down. But the Harold Washington Cultural Center is here and will be here with the doors open for our young people, because our young people will lead the way.
Again, you're taking a look at some of these faces who made a difference in so many lives today. Speakers here, by the way, at this rally included a man who was a victim of gang violence who is now disabled. It was somewhat sobering, but it was a very positive message that he was sending and that these kids sent to a lot of people in the city of Chicago today. We're live in Humboldt Park. Natalie Martinez, NBC 5 News.
Good to see so many kids turning out to make a difference. Thanks, Natalie.
Sure.